I am Grizzly the God, and let's get into this. Rich Paul and LeBron James. Rich Paul and LeBron James are the proprietors and owners of Clutch Management, as well as a host of other various business ventures. Now, Clutch is uh, a firm, a sports agency firm that represents a lot of athletes across many sports genres. Now, Clutch is owned by LeBron James. Rich Paul runs day to day. But without LeBron James, Rich Paul would not be in position to do everything that he does. Now, not to take any credit from him, he's very savvy and his business acumen is very high. But you have to realize his ultimate allegiance and commitment is to LeBron Ramon James. To me, that will cause a conflict of interest to the rest of the league. But everybody doesn't see it as I do. So now we have Nerlens Noel, which is bringing a case of neglect against Clutch Management. This is Nerlens Noel. Noel's case relies on the argument that Paul did not act in Noel's best interest, that Paul had no part in pitching the center to Thunder in 2018 or officially marketing him to other teams following the season. The lawsuit claims Paul never informed Noel's Philadelphia interest in bringing him back, that he later heard the intel from Brett Brown, who said Philly's front office was unable to reach Rich Paul. Now, we have to examine it. Unable to reach Rich Paul. A basketball organization was unable to reach a basketball agent about a basketball deal. So we have to look at that, right? That's strange. When you find that strange, that I call about money and I'm not able to reach the person that you hired to handle your money, how is that a thing? Okay. The 76ers and the team's coaching staff, the 76ers and the team's coaching staff in particular were indeed interested in Noel before Philadelphia ultimately shifted its pricier sights onto Al Horford. Now, they was not able to reach Rich Paul to do this deal in Philly in 2018. In 2018, LeBron James was here. Now, I'm here to say today that LeBron James and Rich Paul, the way things are adding up, the way I see it, colluded together. So Noel would not be in the East in 2018. You say, oh, why would he do that? Why would LeBron don't have to do that? Why wouldn't he do it? He does it because he can do it. If I built a business team with players, representatives, agents, PR people, and flood the organization with my people, I control the narrative. Not Stern, not the other Dracula faced commissioner. Get his name. But LeBron controls the narrative. Now, these two gentlemen are in the wrong. Might have did a lot for the communities. They look very like a stand-up guys. They represent themselves well. They represent the black man well. But in this instance, they are dead wrong. They are dead wrong. Rich Paul is a minion to LeBron James. That is a conflict of interest for every other member that's on the roster of Clutch Management. Because the whiteboard material at Clutch Management is this: get LeBron James as many championships before he retires as possible by any means necessary. That any means is you. If you're a mid-level, whatever, Noel, Nerlens type nigga, you better get the fuck out of LeBron's way. They call the nigga king for a reason. They don't call him king for nothing. The man is a control freak. You people haven't seen that by now? He has to have his hands in every single thing. If that means Nerlin, you gotta take 5 million instead of 85, then so be it. I need a championship. I'm LeBron James. You just Nerlens Noel. See, it's big eyes and little U's in this town, man. Rich Paul and LeBron James have to stop manipulating in the shadows of the NBA for LeBron James can so he can have a clearer, more easier path to championships. This is a perception-based business. Clutch Management just cares about the look. They don't care about nothing else. So if they got cracked a few eggs to make an omelet, then so be it. That's their mentality. They don't give a fuck. So what? Noel missed out on 50 million. And I guarantee you're gonna see some money hitting Noel's pocket. This is not about no 200,000 that Noel owed Rich Paul. It's not about that at all. It's about the fact that it was money on the table and niggas couldn't get a hold of Rich Paul. Because it would mean it would be a 7-footer in the East. And LeBron is there. Now, I'm not going to put this on LeBron. Because agents do slimy shit, period. So this might have been a thing where it's too Rich might have did it without LeBron's knowledge. But I don't know. It might have been a thing where he said, man, Brett Brown calling my phone, LeBron. What should I do? I don't know, man. Listen, don't answer the motherfucker. Huh? Okay. Just don't answer the motherfucker, man. I'm LeBron James, man. I gotta get this other championship, man. You working on Space Jam 2 yet? It's 2018. So I don't know what else to say. I think anybody that has two brain cells could see the play here. At the end of the day, LeBron James is, if you on the Clutch roster under Clutch management, just know you might not be getting the fairest deal. Just know that. You got to move forward knowing that you may not be getting your worth at Clutch until LeBron James retires from the sport. Because until LeBron James retires, it's always conflict there. Ask Nerlens. Ask Nerlens about Rich Paul. And watch this Schroeder thing too. Watch this Dennis Schroeder thing closely. I want everybody to dig in and watch the Dennis Schroeder thing. Because what he did made no sense. And I guarantee you, it was a clutch hand in some type of play with Dennis Schroeder. LeBron James is too powerful. And I think the league executives and the higher ups cannot wait for him to leave. I think they don't like his power. I think sometimes LeBron James get out of hand with his uh, influence. But what they did to this gentleman was wrong. What they did to Noel was wrong. LeBron is keeping players out of his way. Either they're coming to the Lakers or they're playing on teams that will bear no significance at the end of the season. You understand? So I don't know if LeBron is doing this. I don't know if Rich Paul is doing this. But somebody did this. To quote Fab. Somebody did this. But yeah, Rich Paul, LeBron James, man, y'all gotta be more subtle in your moves, man. I ain't got no problem with you trying to take over the league, but you can't do it at everybody else's expense. You know what I'm saying? Um, on the Code Podcast, like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the like button. Let's get into it, man. Tell me what y'all think, man.